Yeah, Joe the plumber, he doesn't really he doesn't move me, he doesn't shake me. I don't think he really moved and shook America, quite frankly, because John McCain lost and Barack Obama won. Now, that's beyond, that's the basics. Now, wasn't a every man at all, specifically because just because he asked Barack Obama a question in a small town in Ohio and about I forget what, and the fact that John McCain was just like, hey, light bulb, let's use him against the Democrats. Gotta be a great idea. Wrong. The fact that they actually just took, him, a every man, which he definitely was not, and they used him in the Republican campaign outside of using the VPILF, quite frankly, just showed to me that the Republican, as a whole, they're running out of ideas, and they're like, fuck, we lost this one. That crazy cowboy lost it for us. Great, thanks. First of all, the fact that he's even a household name, or excuse me, he was a household name, excuse me. I do agree. He's kind of synonymous with stupidity, especially after that quote that he reported to the website that sent him out to the fucking Gaza Strip, or, out there just to go report on the whole, was just dumb. I swear it was probably a joke. Like, let's go get him killed, let's go get him hurt and maimed just for acting that stupid. I think that's exactly what happened. But the fact that, he was just like, I don't know, he kind of portrayed himself to look even worse than he actually is, which doesn't really work that well in his defense of being an everyman. Kind of makes all of America look like a fucking douchebag if he wasn't everyman, quite frankly. It kind of pisses me off. One other reason why I say he's lucky, because all of a sudden, because he was in the Republican campaign, now he all of a sudden he's a qualified author, and he wants to write books, and he's advertising like cable boxes, and he's a political watchdog and all this bullshit. I swear, luckiest person, definite idiot, douchebag, whatever profane language you want to enter in that, nice little soundbite. Definitely he is, because quite frankly, anytime I think Joe the plumber and I hear it in the news or somebody tells me it, I kind of figure out, oh, shiny object, and walk that way, because it's just really, really annoying. And that's my thoughts on him. Windows 7. Now, considering this is probably the 4th time I actually did this, because my Windows Vista laptop actually crashed on me about 2 or 3 times during the video, I'm going to have to say I'm kind of hoping that Windows 7 does work, because I'm actually one of the 2.5 million people that actually downloaded, actually have it on my desktop computer. Now, it is a great system, obviously still in beta, so it still has a lot of bugs. They're really, I hope it works, I really do. Because Windows 7 is probably going to be what XP was to Millennium Edition, what Windows 2000 was to Windows 98. Because 98 sucked, and 2000 we were like, we fixed it. And Millennium Edition, they were like, oh, it sucked. But XP, they were like, we fixed it. And everybody knows that Vista sucks, and they're kind of going, Windows 7, we fixed it. It doesn't really matter if you want to call it beta or alpha, or it doesn't matter. We're all, if you own a Windows PC or a Windows operating system, we are all guinea pigs, we're all beta testers, because quite frankly, anytime there's an error, they kind of go, hey, do you want to report that? But we released it, it was kind of working good. It was, but hey, we might have to fix it a little bit. It kind of pisses me off. Don't really see that really happening with a lot of MacBooks or anything. You kind of don't hear any problem with MacBooks, unless somebody stole one or something like that. Outside of that, the interactivity is actually pretty nice. The taskbar is actually really cool. It's pretty intuitive. Kind of changed up the personalization. It actually works pretty well. A lot of things you can kind of do, kind of customize it to your own personal well-being or however you want it. It's actually pretty nice. They just really need to work on the beta. Like, I know how hard it takes to create an operating system. Obviously, it's not something you can do overnight. But quite frankly, they need to make a couple of hot fixes very quickly, because if every time I use Windows Media Player or Windows Media Center, or if I try to play a fucking MP3, or if I try to jump on AIM and my fucking computer crashes because of whatever, I am going to fucking choke Stephen Ballmer, because Bill Gates left the position. I think he saw this shit coming and was just like, peace, deuces, because he didn't want to take responsibility for the shit. But outside of the main frustration that almost any Windows user actually uses, it's actually a pretty good system. Actually looking forward to it being finished, hopefully. And yeah, fuck Joe the plumber. If I want a plumber, I'm calling Mario. No, scratch that, because he's probably going to be fucking the princess in a threesome with Koopa. So I'm going to call fucking Luigi, because, quite frankly, if he's still lost in his mansion, he can leave that shit. He can fix my fucking toilet if he needs to, alright, damn it.